Welcome back to No Man's Sky. This is the Spear. We've just discovered all the species on this moon, if you've been paying attention. And we're about to go to the planet below. The planet below, I think we discovered 9 of 10 or 11 of 12. We need one more species on this planet. Where's it going to be? We've already done 4 now. We've done 4 planets, discovered all the species, so that's good. Polo wants us to do 10, so we're going to have to do 10. Because what Polo wants, Polo gets. Ah, this looks like a good spot to put down. Thank you. Eventually. Toxic planet. Pick up some goodies first. A bit of plutonium, convergence cube, and a power canister. Where's our nearest base? Oh, I don't even know if this is the nearest base or just a base. I don't know how it picks that up. It might be the nearest one. There's some nanites up on the hill. 30 minutes of walking. That sounds a bit long. Let's make sure we're recharged. Oh yeah, I got plenty of carbon now. On our way off the last planet, we did shoot up a bunch of carbon. Gonna need some launch thruster there. I am gonna go up that hill. That guy doesn't look friendly over there, does he? Okay, so where are we at? We've got, yeah, 9 of 10 here. He's cautious. Looks downright scary. We're at 9 of 10. Now I'm not sure which ones we've gotten before on this planet. We may have already gotten the birds. Because we spent time on the moon, so... Sometimes they run together. You know, you think you saw something before, but it was on a different planet. Kind of understandable. Alright. Not too happy with the toxicity. The cold and the heat, you can sometimes get around by going out at different times of the day, but... Oh! But toxicity is there all the time. And I have no protection. Well, I guess that proves me wrong right there that I do have some protection, but I mean I don't have any extra protection that you'd want to get before going out on a toxic world like this. Better get back. Yep, nothing here. Well, look how desolate the world looks, really. I mean, imagine a world with toxic rain like this falling all the time. You'd expect something like this landscape here, where only some tiny plants grew. Struggle. Alright, let's get to that base. Off to the left here. A couple minutes flying. Boy, I swear I take most of the damage to my ship on planets. If it's not rocks, it's trees or something else. Always bumping into stuff. think I actually needed a shield. Yep. Let's use a shielding shard. Alright, so we've got 10 free slots. That's alright. I don't think I'm going to be... I don't think the slots are really going to be an issue this time. Because I'm not really getting anything. I'm just going after animals. I'm not trying to actually discover anything else. Alright, this doesn't look like it's going to have any animals around it, because if you look at it, it's surrounded by this mud, this toxic mud. Oh, there's some Emeril over there. The Euskrafhe crossing. I'm not sure what it's crossing. It says it's a crossing. Just look at that. There's nothing. These vines can grow everywhere. Don't worry about them. Whoa. What are you guys doing hiding behind this plant here? Wow, there are no animals. No animals at all. Well, now I remember then why I left this planet on 9 instead of getting them all. There's just no animals. Without toxic protection, I can't really go walking around. And here I have a building that can protect me, but no animals at all near it. None. Well, this is disappointing. Let's get another word to our vocabulary. Catalyst. That's an interesting word. Probably not important to the story. Because if they say catalyst, there's no mineral or anything that's a catalyst. Alright. So this is completely different to the moon we were just on. The moon with the threatening sentinels. And cold and hot weather. This one with normal weather. Very limited sentinels. Whoa. Cut myself a little shelf. How did that happen? What? How does zinc grow in the middle of an emerald pod? Well, I have to admit I'm having second thoughts about this planet already. I think we were pretty lucky in the last moon, on the last episode, to get those final 2 species relatively quickly. I was happy about that. That it didn't take forever. Because I didn't want to just sit there and search for it. You saw me running. I wanted to run and just get it over with. So now this planet comes along and I have just one more to discover. Maybe when it becomes daytime, maybe there'll be more of a chance. I think it's been nighttime since we got here. It's pretty dark outside, so we'll wait till it gets light. We'll go out and look around a bit. Maybe there's a bird. I don't know. This time I have absolutely no idea what it could be. Well, it's not going to be a fish. There's no water. But other than what it's not going to be. Can we get third time lucky? Yeah, we'll walk out there. We'll be looking for the last one, and boom, we'll find out it's a bird that's flying right by. That would be perfect. Don't think it's quite going to happen, but I do think it would be perfect. Looks like it's getting a little lighter. Wow, look at all this. Look at all this emerald. This is insane. So you'll have to pardon me here while I pick up the emerald, because this will be a lot of units. Well, I suppose. Actually, you know what? On toxic planets, I think toxic planets is where we get most of our emerald. If I remember correctly. I think the other one was toxic. It might have been radioactive. I think it was I think it was toxic. Can't recall. I wonder if this is going to go straight out into the sky. This is a mountain of emerald. I just don't want to lose my protection from the toxic. Whoa! Oh, okay. So I picked up the other stuff. I thought I had a lot more. I picked up other stuff beforehand. For a second, I was hoping that was a bird. I don't know if there are birds on toxic planets. I don't know if there aren't birds on toxic planets, so I'm not ruling it out. Oh, so I got depleted at the same time I filled up on slots. And there are no animals. None. This kind of ground isn't very conducive to it. It's mud. So we're going to have to decide what to do here. Hello, Trade Envoy. Trade Envoy Gabini. Let's sell some things here. Let's sell that aluminum. Free up a couple slots there. Korvax Cube. Electron Vapor. Viking Dagger. What do we get for two things of Emeril? 139,000. Oh, so we're over 5 million now. 5.1 million. And we've got a toxic storm. So, we're going to be sitting in here for a while. We can buy Emeril. Oh, we can buy some Amagon. Now, we don't need Amagon right now, but I think in the future we might need 200 of it. So I've got 150. And same with Radnox. I don't know how much of that we'll need either, but we best get it while we can in case we can't find it later. It's very possible. Those are the kinds of things that you can't find when you need. Amagon and Radnox are pretty rare. I seem to be finding the same thing over and over again. Same multi-tool. That's not exciting. Alright, let's see what Trade Envoy Gobini has to say. Friend! And I thought I knew a lot of Gek words. Uh-oh. So it was being lazy, and it wants to give me the product formula. I can take it, I can put one in, or I can report the lazy worker. Let's report the lazy worker. Be friends of the Gek. I know if I take the formula, the Gek wouldn't be happy. So let's increase the Gek happiness. Storm. Alright, so how are we doing? Oh, I didn't know. I can throw some plutonium over there, free up more slots. There we go. Now the ship is full. Except for warp cells and antimatter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 free slots. It's probably going to be 9 after I... Oh, yeah. Used a lot of carbon there. Storm cleared. Alright, so where are we at? Got 2 power canisters to use. Oh, yeah. It's so much nicer having that smaller ship than the big hauler. Big hauler, which constantly threw me into the off the flight decks. That was ridiculous. So much nicer to be deposited right next to my ship. Alright, so it looks like I have no problem getting the rest of the Emeril. And a little more Temerium. But where's this last species? Where, oh where? This is definitely one of the bigger deposits of Emeril I've seen. This is quite a bit. I mean, even on those one planets where I made millions of units, you know, I had to go to several different deposits, but this one just filled up this entire... Look how big this cave was back here that just filled up. It's amazing. Well, I guess not amazing, but very interesting. I really like what they've done with this stuff. I mean, when it first came out, it was just, you know, most of the minerals would just plop there on the ground, sticking up in towers. But now that it grows in the ground, they're a lot more interesting. I mean, some of them are still towers. You know, like the surrounding ground has been worn away by erosion or something. But a lot of it is like this, where it goes inside caves and fills up spaces. They did a really good job with this stuff. I mean, it really feels like you're mining now. Before, you know, not so much. Taking up a lot of carbon. Making a lot of money. It still floats in the air. I guess that'll never change. The game is so big and detailed that I guess it can't do that kind of stuff. So we only got 582 out of that? Alright. $120 carbon left. Well, I couldn't see if a bird flew by. I get the feeling it's not going to be a bird. Usually, well, at least it's been in my experience, and I guess this is, well, even before Pathfinder and before Foundation, I guess you have memories. It seems like it's always been, when there's one last one to go, it's always been some kind of, well, it's often been some kind of big animal, you know, big dinosaurs, you know, something rare. Not necessarily, I don't mean to say it's a predator or anything, but just some kind of large animal that's more rare than the smaller ones. Because the smaller ones seem to be everywhere, but the bigger animals are more spaced out. So it's usually some larger animal. Back on the moons, I kept going around and I find a large animal, but it would be the same species, opposite sex, things like that. Alright, that looks good. Got most of it. That zinc is still there, floating in the air. How are we doing on carbon? Down to 30 carbon. 831 Emeril. Not bad. Not bad. Now let's get out of here. There are just no animals. We'll pick up the rest of this carbon, sell our emerald, then head on out looking for the last species. These ships flying overhead are kind of freaking me out. Because I keep thinking they're a bird when they fly by. Alright, how much money are we getting for that? 233,000? It's not bad. 5,300. I mean, 5.3 million. 5,300, 5.3 million, same thing. Yeah. Director Furphy, Gek Moly Moly. Alright, we spent a little bit too much time with the Emeril, not enough time searching. Come on, I know that's not there. That often, when I first started playing and I was walking, you'd walk to a spot and then suddenly, oh, it'd disappear. And I'd be like, why do they have it still there? It was really bad when you were walking along a planet. You'd walk for 30 minutes and then you'd come across some place you'd already... Well, here's another one. Hopefully this leads me to a different place and not the same place. Hello, Plutonium. Well, you guys just popped in. What? Well, there are so many animals here. And I've discovered them all. I remember that one with the radish head. Ooh. That freaked me out for a second. Zoomed out and it seemed like I was falling down. Alright, let's get in here. Uh-oh. One of those not-so-friendly guys was a predator. Alright. So he'll be waiting for me to go back to my ship. Great. Come on, one more species. I don't think that's the same spot. Although I could probably walk back there in 6 minutes, I still don't think it's the same spot. And I don't have the ability to walk all the way over there. Alright. No birds this time. How are we doing on space? Well, we got a lot of electron vapor. What's that all about? Did we get all electron vapor when we were next to that thing? I think we did. It's crazy. And come on, one more. One more species. I'm going to charge up and go over and get that other plutonium that we passed. Look at that big cow with birds. Did I already get birds here? No, I already got birds here. Oh, there's more plutonium over there. Alright, so I get a little excited over these birds now. I mean, you never know when you're going to be on your 10th animal and be able to get out of this world. Because I do not want to hang around a toxic planet looking for some kind of crazy animal. I want to get out there and do something, go somewhere. most of that. Zoop. Well, that was fast. Oh, storm. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I bet. Well, that storm. Well, luckily I was still pretty close. Alright, it sent me over here. Which I think it came from over there. Luckily I was still pretty close to the ship, because if that storm had come out when I was going to the... Is this the same spot? It looks... No, this is a different spot. Alright. Because if I had made it over to that plutonium and the storm hit, that would have sucked up some shields rather quickly. Right, let's get inside. Get out of this storm. Hello, Mr. Geck. How you doing? Cool glasses. I'm not sure why you need I don't even know what you call those. The orange things that you cover up your glasses. Does it not look like... This seems to be the same weapon. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting the same weapon. That has to be the same weapon. I mean, it looks exactly the same. Sometimes it has different slots. I don't know how they decide what weapon to show you. But I'm getting the same one all the time. And that's not cool. Alright, freed up some slots. Let's talk to Mr. Director here. Director Effing. The Effing Director. Okay, so if whatever I give him, which I have nothing. I have nothing, what? Alright. Well, I was going to get a word out of him. But I need some stuff. All I can get is plutonium, so we'll get the plutonium word, which will be multi-tool. No, silicate is multi-tool. Isotope is suit, maybe. No, this is probably ship. I don't know. Oh, okay. Radiation. 1, I already had that. 2, I don't need radiation protection. Perfectly, and they would have made it so that, gee, on a toxic planet, the director gives out toxicity protection. Just a thought. Hey, distress signal coordinates. You know what that means? There's a crashed ship. 36 minutes walking distance away. But, of course, we're not going to walk there. Ooh, already a colleague. See, this is... Being the Geck's friend is working out perfectly. So next time, we're going to go get that crashed ship. Well, we're going to go take a look at it. I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably not going to be worthwhile. Because none of the ships seem to be worthwhile. But hey, it'll be nice to check out. But that'll be next time on No Man's Sky with the Spear. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to these videos to get more of them delivered right to your inbox. Thanks for watching.